So yeah, last time we tried a bit of recruitment and it didn't go well at all because we got a maybe from there. Even then, but and a straight up rejection from Isuzu because of course. So yeah, yay! And say us again real quick, also. There you go. Whoop, never mind. I know it is fine.
このまま家に帰ってもどうせ勉強に集中できないと思うし最後までやるだけはやりたいからね
Woman, I told you to study! Does my tutoring mean nothing to you, woman? Kasame-san and I exchange glances. Never listens to me. Asuka isn't present. He hurriedly downs his food and goes off to do questioning or something regarding the urban legend. You leave Mare alone, punk.
二人に手伝ってもらうつもりで行ったんじゃないからね。テストもまだ中盤戦だし。ただ、私がやりたいだけだし。
Stop shirking to studying. I'll help.
私も混ぜてくださいね。
Ah, nice. Kasame coming too.
だから無理に手伝ってもらわなくても。
I still feel really bad how I got you mixed up with your sister, and I'm so sorry. All because I want to.
アショさんと一緒です。ようちゃん、おさめちゃん。
Also appears to be touched by a display of camaraderie.
私は良い部下を持って幸せ者だよ。
She's making bubbles. Aww. Our vice president turns out to be easily moved to tears. That's not surprising at all, to be honest. You leave my lolly Grim Reaper alone. She's mine, okay? I mean, what? Anyway, after about 2 hours of handing out flyers, Asuka passes the school gate on his way home.
聞いたお兄ちゃん。ちなみたち、さっきまで生徒を捕まえまくって都市伝説の謎に迫ってたんだよ。
Oh, I'm sure. Next to Asuka is Chinami.
小ヶ坂さんの妹さんのちなみさんですよね。
Oh, know her.
はい、はじめましてです。久垣小雨と申します。よろしくお願いしますね。
Next to the two of them introducing themselves to each other, we start chatting with Asuka.
おかげも頑張ってるよね。
How's Chinami doing? Is she of any use?
聞き込みにはかなりの戦力だぜ。なんせ物おじせずに誰から構わず突っ込んでいってたからな。
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, I can see that.
聞き込みの中心はちなみちゃんと同じ1年だってのもあったしな。
2年生と3年生は都市伝説に興味見せてるもんね。
Oh, a minute. Oh yeah, I thought the audio was a bit too loud for me, sorry. My bad, there we go.
それで知ってる都市伝説について何でもいいから教えてくれって感じで聞いて回ってたんだが。
Sorry about that. Anyway.
何か分かった？
大抵はどこかで聞いたような噂ばかりだったな。
After that, Asuka opens his notepad.
気になった点が一つだけあった。
何？
Also is also immensely curious about it. As I would expect if somebody wants to ride on a UFO.
なんと死神を見たっていう生徒がいた。
They're like eyewitnesses?
珍しいね。っていうか初めて？
都市伝説の死神については誰かから聞いたことがある。それ以上は知らないってのが普通なんだけどな。
何もこの目で見たっていう生徒がいるんですね。しかも一人じゃなくて何人も見つかったんですよ。
Oh, really? Oops. The other two have joined the conversation as well.
なんか信憑性ありそうだね。
You're not gonna tell me that was actually Mare, are you?
お前らが展望台で見たっていう死神だな。そうかもしれねえし、違うかもしれね
え。Yes, no, maybe so.
今回はどうも現場がここらしいからな。
I mean, she's never at the school, so. Is the Grim Reaper Isuzu? Asuka points at the school building behind him with his thumb. They saw a Grim Reaper here at Hibari High?
らしいな。
Asuka gave a pleasant nod and went on.
目撃者は4人、全員女子。お互いクラスメートでテニス部の仲間。で部活が終わってコートで夜までだべってたらしいんだが、そのうちの一人が校舎に忘れ物をしたんだそうだ。うちの学校って夜でも昇降口が開いてるからな。警備も結構ずさんだし、4人でそのまま教室に向かったわけだ。そうしたら見てしまったんだよ。
Asuka continues in a theatrically low voice.
大きな鎌を持った子供が
Oh.
廊下をひたひた歩いてるのをな。
Okay, yeah, that's probably Mare. He clapped his notepad shut.
子供だったの？
Yeah, that sounds like Mare.
証言によると暗くてよくは見えなかったが、背は随分低かったらしい。だから子供で間違いないだろうな。
大きな鎌は暗くても見えたんですか？
こっちも詳細には分からなかったみたいだな。それでも長い棒みたいなのを担いでたらしいから、鎌で間違いないんじゃないか。
Never mind. It could still be the Isuzu thing then, because she always has that telescope, and if they can't see well and they're saying long pole, then yeah, okay.
死神って言ったらやっぱり鎌だもんね。
Because Mare has literally never been at the school. She's always at the lookout. And I've seen Isuzu come here like 5 times at this point, I think. At least 3. Listening to this information only makes me increasingly more certain that it was Mare they saw. Nothing on their appearance or gender?
ああ、背が低くて長い棒を担いでいた。確実なのはその2つだけだな。
Alright.
メアちゃんがヒバリ校に遊びに来てたのかな？ちなみたちに会いに来てくれたのかな？
This has been happening way before that, right? Judging from Mare's personality, that is actually very unlikely.
そんなわけで、岡県総部以来のでかい収穫があったんだ。次は夜を待ってヒバリ校で張り込みだぜ。
オカルト部長と一緒に今夜にも校舎を探検だよ。
Nice. For real?
メアちゃんに会えたら友達になってくるね。
Nice. The bestest of friends. Nope. I know, just planning to use it to ditch studying for your exams.
でも宇宙人と友達になって UFO に乗せてもらうっていうちなみの壮大な野望が叶うかもしれないんだよ。
She's a Grim Reaper, not an alien, woman. Oh, you've told me about that before, so I
じゃあ
know.
許してくれるんだね。
No. I will if you just sign here.
それくらいお安いご用だよ。
Asuka is Chinami's historical resignation form.
クーリングオフを熱烈希望するよお兄ちゃん。
Lol. Nice.
まあ小笠坂が心配するのはわかるけどさ。
ようちゃん、ちなみちゃん思いだもんね。
Why do they take it like that?
でもちなみは宇宙人を捕まえられる日を待ち望んで事前に虫取り網も用意してたんだよ。
What? Alright. No, I don't think alien hunting is the same as bug catching.
私も夜に張り込みなんて危険だと思いますよ。警備員の方に見つかったら大変です。
Does anything exist in this space, woman?
やるんだったら夏休み入ってからの方がいいんじゃない？肝試しも兼ねてって感じで。
Well, whatever the case is, I'm against it. Asuka heaves a sigh.
テストもあるし、しゃあねえか。夏休みからでも遅くねえしな。ちなみちゃん、それでいいか？
はい、全然 OK です。
Alright.
ちなみはオカルト部長に一生ついていきますから。
Wow! Traitor!
なんかそれ、プロポーズみたいじゃね？
Hey, hey. Bam!
お兄ちゃんがちなみのお尻蹴った。
Why didn't I kick her in the butt? Lol. Just your imagination.
小笠坂、お前も大概シスコンだな。
So what if I am? Literally, how did he arrive at that interpretation? I mean, she has her out. So, yeah.
俺らこれから展望台寄るから、まあそっちも勧誘頑張ってくれ。
それじゃあ失礼します。
But this isn't the Wizard of Oz, woman! Asuka and Chinami go up the hill.
なんか二人いいコンビだね。傍目からだと恋人に見えるかもしれませんね。
you want me to kick you in the butt too?
ようちゃん、大切な妹にまとわりつく虫を駆除したがるお兄ちゃんの顔になってる。
Darn right I am. That quite literally couldn't be further from the truth. After wrapping up handing out flyers and saying goodbye to Aso and Kasami-san, I swing by Aoi-san's place, Fabaska. But just the same as yesterday, no one is there. Not really though, he's cool. I return home for now.
お
Aww.
姉ちゃん、今日も出かけたみたいです。
I asked Suzuha-chan, who was over at our house, to play.
すみません、行き先はわからないです。遊んであげられなくってごめんねって言って、制服のまま出かけていって。
Poor Suzuha.
望遠鏡を持って出かける時もあります。その時はだいたい夜になってからですけど。
Uh-huh.
望遠鏡ですから、多分どこかで天体観測をしてるんだとは思うんですけど。
A telescope being what it is. Thanks. That is plenty helpful.
お兄ちゃん、葵ちゃん探しに行くの？
Maybe. Yeah. I'll probably be home a little late, so tell Aunt Shino for me.
お姉ちゃんに用でしたら携帯の番号を教えますけど。
No, I can't imagine her answering a call from an unknown number.
ちなみがかけても一度も出ないくらいだからね。
She proclaims loudly,
お
boasting.
姉ちゃん、あんまり人の番号登録してないみたいだから。
That's nothing you have to fret over, Suzuha-chan. There's nothing Aoi-san has to reproach herself for either. I'll leave the living room. If Aoi-san really is stargazing, then there are only two possible places in my mind that she could be. I mean, this... Yeah, this Ramirez. Man, I got tired of waiting, Mare.
いつも通りの時間だと思うけど。
Hey, my girl. That's just how badly I miss you. Please don't pull out the scythe, okay? Oh, look at the blush. Mare's shoulders tremble from a jolt.
最近切なくなるのが多い。
Oh. Yeah, so that's something I want to ask you.
どうでもいいように流された。
Listen, she gets all huffy on me. Mare, have you met anyone at this lookout tonight?
あなたに会った。
Aside from me? Other than me?
会ってない。さっき来たばかりだし。
Wait, you just get here at the same time I do? Like every time? I haven't met anyone except Mare either. I searched the lookout, but no one else was here. Mare, have you ever gone to Hibari High before?
坂の途中にある学校よね。
Mm-hmm.
行ったことはないけど。
Didn't think so. Mare's reply makes me gain conviction. Right, have you thought through whether you want to join the circle?
まだだけど。
Okay, just make sure you tell me once you have. Please do. See you later, I say to her. Eh?
帰るの？
Mare appears nonplussed. I think so.
もう？
Oh. Yeah.
どうして？
I got something I need to take care of, and it's kind of urgent. You can come with me if you want. Sorry, unless you literally can't, considering you're always here and nowhere else.
別に悪くないけど。
Aw. A huffy look. Now she's being soon. I retraced the steps I took as I was in the process of leaving the lookout, and positioned myself back in front of Mare.
帰るんじゃないの？
I extend my hand towards Mare. Yeah, come on, come on. I'm inviting you to come up, join me. Please. I call Uncle. At the same time, her scythe brushes against my throat. Woman, please. Why?
殺気を感じたから。
Well, I'm being polite. I was just gonna stroke your head. Jeez. Oh. I thought we were like reaching the hand out, like saying, come on, you want to join us to go to the school night? Darn it.
監視に値する。
I refuse. As I stand there frozen, Mare lowers her scythe and steps back.
二度とやらないで。じゃないとちょん切るから。
Please refrain. Wait, come back. I'm sorry. Mare turns around and disappears the next moment. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I make her mad? Pretty sure. Instead of worrying about that, though, there's something else I ought to be doing right now. But why don't you like the head pats, Mare? They're just head pats. I leave the lookout. Okay, bye, I love you. When we were handing out flyers, it crossed my mind as a possibility. There was that person I saw in Asa and I dropped by the school building together at night. Yeah, that person. And then there was the time I spotted Aoi-san before the school gate with a telescope. Additionally, there was that Grim Reaper rumor I heard from Asuka and Chinami. That Grim Reaper was holding a huge scythe, or a long pole. No, to be precise, someone said it was holding something like a long pole, yeah. The school building remains open even at night. Maybe it is a token of consideration towards the students whose after-school activities run exceptionally late, but thanks to that, even shady characters can easily enter. That's greatly concerning, but alright. Of course, though, I'm not one of those shady characters. Yeah, I go to this place. I ascend the stairway while paying the utmost attention to my surroundings. I'll be turned into laughingstock if I end up caught by the security. Because I believe this is a golden opportunity I have before me. An opportune chance to ensure the survival of Astra Circle that it must slip out of my grasp. Let's make sure that was right. Okay, yeah. I clicked too fast, my bad. I put some strength into my arm and push open the heavy metal door that supposedly leads to the rooftop. The moment I step outward, wind rustles my hair. It is much cooler up here than it is down on the ground. The countless stars in the sky spill forth their pale light. I am enshrouded by a veil of dim darkness. It is somewhat of a magical sight, in some sense, an unbroken view that doesn't fall short of the one offered by the lookout. I can only imagine how absolutely fantastic it would be if I could do stargazing here. I then make my way across the rooftop. Presumably having noticed my footsteps, the girl turns toward me. She is so startled that I can tell even from this larger distance. The very person I'm looking for. Very slowly I approach her. Aoi-san stands there as the starlight shines down from the night sky, bathing her in its gleam. Her feet are glued in place as she stands right before the telescope she told me was hers, clearly flustered. There is a certain beauty to that figure, but at the same time, a certain fragility. Because I was looking for you, Mrs. Grim Reaper. Well, you weren't home when I dropped by around evening. Oh. You went home after the sunset, right? Then you fetched your telescope and went outside again. The Grim Reaper, quote-unquote, Asuka and Chinami had heard about wasn't holding a scythe. No, it was a telescope. That's what I thought. But rather, a telescope. The tube of Aoi-san's telescope is smaller and thinner than that of Aso's, which is what I suppose made it easier to haul around even if Aoi-san's slender arms. No, she's at my place? She was at my place playing with Chinami. I thought she's probably back home by now. Why don't you ever tell her what you're up to? You know, the stargazing on the rooftop here? I mean, that you're stargazing. It seems to me like she's a little worried about you. Oh, Aoi-san removes her gaze from me and looks at the telescope. Are you always stargazing up here? Today isn't the first time you've done this, right? This is the reason why you're always running so late in the mornings, correct? Because you're always gazing up at the stars here until the late hours of the night. Aoi-san gives me no reply. I feel a clear-cut rejection from her. You know, I really love summer starry sky. I unilaterally talk on. The Tanabata stars are the ones I like most. Do you have any favorite stars? Alright, cool, good to know. She finally gives me a reply, but interlaced in that reply is also rejection. Okay, I'm sorry. Alright, what about constellations? Even though you do stargazing? You can't. But what's all these then? Hello? Isuzu? Also, I really like the zoom feature. There we go, that's how I get out of it. Okay, there we go. What does that mean?
今はもうあの星空は見えない。
What? Isuzu? Hello?
望遠鏡を覗けば過去の星空が見えるって教えてもらったのに。
Who is this he?
思い出の星空が見えるって聞いたのに。
Who is he, Isuzu?
なのに決して見えることはない。私の好きな星空だけは見ることができないんです。
Could it be... In her gaze, I see a certain melancholy. You want to see the past? Oh. Wait a minute. Alright. Oh, every time, darn it. Is that what you're trying to do? To resurface the past? I almost laughed out loud at the fact of how much she would resemble me if that was really the case.
私に何の用だったんですか？
Why are you glaring at me? I'm just asking. Don't you already know that?
テンクルには入りませんよ。
Please, I'm begging you. I'll get on my knees if you want. How about we make a little deal? Oh, okay.
ちなみさんを家にけしかけるんだったら私にも考えがありますよ。
Please don't kill me. It's more of a peaceful deal this time around.
何ですか？
I like how Chinami's the violent deal. I'll fulfill your wish and in turn you fulfill mine. She eyes me suspiciously. My wish is for you to join the Astro Circle.
私の願いはテンクルに入らないことです。
That's not a wish, Isuzu. And that's perfectly fine. And don't make you an Astro Circle member, you then have to join the Astro Circle. Nice. Got him.
自分で言ってておかしいと思わないんですか？
You never know. Yeah, of course I did. But your wish isn't that, is it?
思いつきませんけど。
That's not a wish. That's something you're always looking for when you do star divination. So, what do you say? Do you accept my deal?
その前に聞かせてください。
What is it?
私は自分の願いを誰かに話したことはありません。鈴葉にだって話していません。だからあなたが知ってるはずがありません。
What if I'm just good at reading between the lines? You're absolutely right.
なのにどうやって叶えるんですか？
See, I'm a guy that makes the impossible possible.
ダサ。
I agree. Well, if I don't manage to fulfill it, you won't have to join the Astro Circle, so there's no negatives for you in accepting the deal, is there? If you don't want to accept it nonetheless, then that's fine. I've been told by my vice pres I don't have to make you a member against your will.
すでに無理やりになってる気もしますけど。
Which is why if you don't want to, the deal's off.
聞かせてください。
Go ahead.
私が交換条件を断ったとしてあなたはテンクルの勧誘をやめてくれるんですか？
Well, Mike, I'll keep pestering you about it. Yep. I always thought he was a heavy sigh, just like, ugh.
だったら乗った方が賢明です。
Yes, please do it. I'm desperate. You got it.
交換条件の期限はいつですか？
5 seconds. Next Monday. In other words, 5 days from now.
短いですね。
Could have been 5 seconds like I wanted. Well, if we don't get another member by then, our circle gets abolished.
たった5日じゃたとえ私の願いを知ったとしても叶えられないと思います。
Wanna bet? Didn't I just say? I'm a guy that makes the impossible possible, eh? Do you have an answer?
答えを引き伸ばしてテンクルの自然消滅を待つ手もありますね。
Woman! We'll just start up a new Astro Circle again then. That won't end my recruitment.
わかりました。乗ります。
Lol. Roger that. I heave a sigh of relief inside my mind.
その代わり約束してください。来週の月曜までに私の願いを叶えられなかったら二度と勧誘に来ないでください。
Sure, if you promise me you won't lie about your wish in the case that I do manage to fulfill it.
わかりました。
Alright, the deal is on then.
きっと後悔しますよ。
We're gonna regret this. I'm not too sure about that.
本当にちなみさんのお兄さんなんですね。
I know, right? What's that supposed to mean? What you trying to say, huh?
いくら私が拒絶してもち ちなみさんは寄ってきます。友達になるのが当たり前のような顔をして。
Yeah, we're the same. Lol, it's hilarious.
同じです。私がテンクルに入るのが当たり前だっていうような顔をしています。
Like we did the same thing to Mare too. I'll take that as a compliment. I have little confidence that I'll be able to fulfill a wish. But if it looks like I do, then, well, I suppose it at least means I'm not lame. I'm a guy that makes the impossible possible, after all.
3回も言ってダサ。
It's not working out, huh? And in a mere matter of seconds, I ruined that image. Darn, we're close. Probably not.
お兄ちゃん、ちなみもう寝るね。
You sleep? Oh wait, I have a little favor to ask you before that.
ちなみと一緒に寝たいんでちゅか？
Yes. Yeah, no.
でもちなみのベッドはセミダブルだから狭くないよ。
Yeah, but remember Mom bought you that bed in consideration of how much you toss and roll in your sleep?
ちなみ眠々だから寝るね。
You sure has it tough if her energy level's shooting up and plummeting like that. Something I want to ask you about Aoi-san.
それだったら葵ちゃん本人に聞けばいいんじゃない？
It's hard sometimes. Unfortunately, you're in a closer position to her than me, which is why I'm taking the indirect approach.
嫉妬でちか？
Aw, does Will Chinami need a pacing? What?
さすがのちなみもお兄ちゃんの拳は口に入らないよ。
Oh, pacifier. As always, the conversation just doesn't seem to go anywhere. How much you know about Aoi-san?
葵ちゃんは星占いが好きで、鈴葉ちゃんが好きで、スフレが好きで、今日は生理だったよ。
Alright, I didn't even know the last part. The last one comes as news to me, but yeah, I can't quite say that is anything I need to know. So, you being the kind of girl who can get information out of her that I never could, I have a favor to ask.
ちなみと一緒に寝るの？
Yes. I don't need you to rehash that, really.
拳を口に入れようとするお兄ちゃんも戻ってるよ。
Did you tell me what you know about Aoi-san's past? Anything's fine, doesn't matter what. A question mark appears above Chinami's head. Yeah, I just saw it. Of course, there's some things not even you can get her to talk about. But what about anything from Suzuha-chan? Since Chinami's making an effort to become friends with Aoi-san, she definitely must have asked her. As she wants to learn more about Aoi-san, she has to have been proactively exerting herself towards that purpose since before I decided to do so. Could you tell me about Aoi-san's past?
いくらくれるの？
Hugs. I'll buy you the second coming of your much-loved digicam. Dang. Cameras come in handy during occult circle stuff, right? I'm sure you like one. And I'm surprised too, to be honest. Sure. Once the finals are over, I'll be working part-time again. So yeah, I'll buy you one over summer break. Chinami is speechless. Following your example, I've also become serious. Aw. So would you please help me out? Oh, wait, that was adorable. Hold on a minute. Where's it at? That was adorable. She giggles at me.
デジカメはいいよ。携帯の使ってるし。
Okay.
それに、
but
そんなの買ってもらわなくても嬉しいもん。
I mean, you asked what I was gonna pay you, so I just said.
葵ちゃんと友達になろうとしてくれるお兄ちゃんが好きだもん。
Nice, thank you, Chinami. Chinami then tells me everything she knows about Aoi-san's past. I'm really thankful to my wonderful sister for doing all of this for me. Wait, fuck. Give her head pats. Though of course I didn't sleep together with her. Not yet, in this timeline. Just wait till her out. Can I give her the head pats, please? July 19th. Wasn't it like 16th before? Or like... I think I'm getting my games mixed up. Oh, man. Good morning, Asaho. Ew, gross. I hate being early. No, not really. I hate waking up early. That's just how badly I miss you. Upon me telling her the exact same line I told Mare last night, Asaho's face was that bright red in an instant. So yeah, there's something I'd like to ask you. Then she goes into dog mode. Dog mode. Do you know about Hibarigasaki Space Science Center? Also just head questioningly. This is one of the leads I received via Chinami's last night. Oh, via Chinami last night. Here in Hibarigasaki, they have a science center that's home to both a planetarium and an observatory. It also has community events like stargazing sessions at night. The name of the building is the Hibarigasaki Space Science Center. Chinami told me that Aoi-san used to frequent it in the past. Oh, you too, huh? I figured you would have been there before. It does make sense, yes. Starry-san was almost positively an astronomy fan. Well, an astronomy fan as well, there we go. Right now she isn't frequenting it anymore and instead is choosing to stargaze on the school's rooftop. I figure also can tell me where the Space Science Center is located and drive by there later. I am sure I'll find a hint that'll help me fulfill Aoi-san's, Also, his words urge my thought processes to a halt. Wait, could you repeat that? Well, they closed it down? I didn't even know that Space Science Center existed before moving away. Anyhow, they seriously closed it down? Also, I need you to build me a time machine. I clutch my head between my hands, which means that's the reason Aoi-san stopped frequenting it, huh? Yep. Now that I think about it, if a place like that existed, I suppose Asanyelos would also rather go there than playing cards in the club room. True. Have they turned on the building already? So going there would be a vain endeavor, it seemed. But why did they close the place down in the first place? Both is good. Here I finally got myself a lead, and now that lead is already about to fall right down the gutter. Say also, would you mind telling me what you know about the Science Center? Anything at all helps. Maybe. Well, like, apparently Aoi-san used to go to the place a ton in the past, which is why I'm curious. Yes. Yeah. Probably. Yeah, you'd be a great help. A brimming smile blooms on her face. Oh, really? Huh. Interesting. Senpai, I need help! Thus, having waited for the end of the school day to come, I go and catch Okizumi at the club room. Alright. The only thing I can really picture this guy doing was shouting out protest chants. With regards to the facts and situation surrounding the now gone Science Center, both Aso and Kasami-san, who explained the situation, told me they'd help out as well. All for the purpose of having Aoi-san join our circle, so our Astral Circle could live on. You know who that director was?
学問よりもロマンチックな星座の神話に夢中な年頃だったものでね。
I see.
先輩が所属していた天文クラブでは神話のお勉強をしていたんですか？
そうだね。神話をなぞりながら天体観測をしていたよ。メンバーの大半が子供だったし、妥当なところだろうね。
いいなあ、私も天文クラブ入りたかった。
Why weren't you?
お父さんに猛反対されちゃって、子供に理解がない親はダメだよね。
The way I see him, he is quite the understanding parent, actually. Yeah?
それで、なぜこんなことを聞くんだい？
See, actually, there's a student we want to have join the circle, and that girl used to frequent the science center, apparently. She's a first year named Aoi Suzu.
Aoi Isuzu?
Yeah? You know her? Okazumi-senpai widens his eyes in surprise.
あれ、知ってるんですか？
天文クラブの仲間で同姓同名の子がいたよ。珍しい名前だと思っていたけど、案外多いんだな。
You sure is that just the same person? Buddy.
先輩が知っている葵さんはいくつでしたか？
Buddy, please.
僕より年下だったね。出席率が高かったからよく覚えているよ。
I suppose there really is no doubt that it is her. Thus, the leader I was ready to believe had led to nothing. Now we kindled at an unexpected place. I'm guessing the astronomy club also expanded because the science center closed down?
そうだね。集まる場がなくなったからね。しょうがないとは思うけど、やっぱり寂しかったよ。
Uh-huh. Okazumi-senpai then forms a distant look in his eyes. I sincerely hope he hasn't seen the death home and star of those eyes.
君らの言う葵さんがその彼女だったら、テンクルに入ってくれるかもしれないね。
That would be all fine and dandy if so, but it isn't going so well, honestly.
じゃあ彼女はもう天体観測に飽きたのかな。
I really want to believe that isn't the case, but going to the rooftop of that telescope wouldn't make a shred of sense under that assumption. Senpai, do you know what it means to see the starry sky of the past?
過去の星空？
Are you the he she was talking about? Yeah. Arusan said she wants to see the starry sky of the past. Okazumi-senpai ponders the phrase.
アスホ君、わかるかい？
全然です。
Also shrugs his shoulders.
だって星空に過去なんてないんですから。
Huh? What do you mean by that?
そうだよ。この宇宙ができてからおよそ137億年。その間に消えた星もあれば生まれた星もたくさんある。何より星座を形作る構成は固有運動によって動いている。だから正確には星空に過去はある。長い時の中で夜空の風景は変遷を繰り返す。だけど僕たちの住むこの地球が生まれたのは46億年前。僕たち人類が誕生したのがたった400万年前。じゃあ葵さんが生まれたのは何年前になる？
Like 15? Well, less than 20 years anyway. Nice.
宇宙の歴史に比べたら一瞬もいいところのその時間に星空がどれだけ変わると思う？
Gotta keep that the 18 or older disclaimer.
ほとんどゼロに近いですよね。
少なくとも星座に影響が出るような変化はない。だから僕たち人の一生にとっては星空に過去なんてないんだよ。僕たちの過去も未来もこのひばりが崎の星空はそのままの姿であり続けるんだよ。
It feels like Okazumi-senpai's words contain a speck of enthrallment in them. Maybe it is reasons like those that cause him to love the starry skies as much as he does. Especially because both the constellations and its myth internally remain in their positions in the sky that they captivated the imaginations of Astroloker members so much. Wait, enough of that. There's something more important right now. This doesn't really add up with Aoi-san's wish.
こうは考えられませんか？
Kusama-san interjects with a proposition.
私たちが見上げる夜空の星々はとても遠くにありますよね。 100光年、100万光年、100億光年離れた星だってあると思います。そしてその光が私たちに届くまでには100年、100万年、100億年かかっています。だから私たちが目にしている星空の光は過去の光ということになります。私たちはすでに過去の星空を眺めているんです。なるほど、確かにそうだね。
ただそれだと僕たちは望む望まないにかかわらず過去の星空だけを見上げていることになるんじゃないかな。
Which means that Aoi-san's wish is already reality. Aoi-san said she couldn't see the starry sky of the past even though she wanted to. Aoi-san couldn't see that sky she longed to see despite how strong her desire was. What does that come down to?
それでは逆というのは考えられませんか？
Kusame, what?
逆って
Yeah, explain.
逆転の発想です。
What?
星空に過去がないのであれば葵さんの願いは叶えられません。星空が過去であったとしても葵さんの願いは叶えられません。
Well, then what am I supposed to do? I said I could fulfill her wish. We need to do this so she can join the circle. People, we need to do this.
つまり
We need to fulfill her wish. Kusame-san puts up her index finger, then goes on.
葵さんの望む星空はそもそも私たちの頭上に広がっている星空ではないんです。どういうこと？
Oh, that makes perfect sense. Okay, please explain, yo.
それしか考えられないね。
I'm with Aso right now. Like, wait, what?
なんでみんなして分かったように答えてるの？
It's okay, Aso. I don't either. I'm with you, girl. Well, it's something you should get too, Aso. You're more knowledgeable about astronomy than me. Astronomy fans naturally, but I think anyone that holds a certain level of interest in stars would catch on. But there's only one realistic way to reproduce the starry sky Aoi-san wishes to see. What, a planetarium?
もしかして
Looks like Aso has finally realized it as well.
だから葵さんは科学館に通ってたってことなの？
Most likely, yeah.
科学館の設備だったら葵さんの望む星空も見ることが可能だからね。
That is why the past that Aoi-san is speaking of is in all likelihood not referring to the starry sky of the past. Rather, it's simply from her own past. But almost only refers to something contained within her memories. Well, that's what I thought when she first said it, so...
葵さん、過去に自分の目でその星空を見たってことだよね。はあ、いいな、いいな、羨ましすぎるよ。
Also so excited at it.
ですけど、葵さんはなぜそんな星空を見上げることができたんでしょう。
そればかりは本人に聞かないとわからないだろうね。
However, we found out what starry sky Aoi-san wants to see, and there's also a way to reproduce it.
そうだね。じゃあ葵さんを勧誘するために私たちで作ろっか。
Nice.
自作のプラネタリアムを。
Yeah, okay, that was it. Puppy, yeah, let's go. I hurriedly put the brakes on and also... I hurriedly put the brakes on Aso as she was getting a little too fired up. Now let's go. Come on. Hold on. Is it even all that easy to build a planetarium in the first place?
簡単なわけないよ。去年の学園祭にテンプルの出し物で作ったけど、2週間くらいはかかったかな。
Nice. I have heard a lot of like people doing that. They'll build their own little planetariums. And of course, there was also planetarian. That's awesome.
初めてだったので、勝手が分からずに苦労しましたよね。
まあ2度目だから2週間はかからないだろうけど、さすがに1日2日じゃ難しいかもしれないね。
Oh yeah, we have 5 days. Our deadline currently falls on next Monday. The time is running thin. It is great and all that we've arrived at an idea concerning Aoi-san's wish sooner than expected, but the method of fulfilling that wish is larger in scale than I expected, and it will take time. Yeah?
来週の月曜まで徹夜で作ればいいよ。
All-nighters. Also, aren't you forgetting we have finals?
私はテンクルのためなら赤点も覚悟できるよ。
Does my tutoring mean nothing to you, woman?
問題はそれだけじゃない。 タリウムを作るとして場所はどうするんだい？
Here?
ここでいいんじゃないですか？机とか全部どかせばスペースも作れるし、それは難しいんじゃないでしょうか。準備は夜までやらないと間に合わないでしょうから。
True. That's very true, Kusame.
学園祭の時とは違って教室の夜の使用は許可されないと思いますし。
Oh, yeah.
それでなくても机や椅子を勝手にどかしていたら先生や生徒会に大目玉を食らうだろうね。
Well, look out it is.
じゃあどかす必要のない体育館とかグラウンドとか。昼は部活動で生徒が使用していますし、夜だと警備員に見つかってやっぱり大目玉だと思いますよ。こっそり作ってればバレなくない？
警備員だって見回りくらいはするだろうし、誰にも見つからずに作るのは不可能だよ。
それならひばり校の外でやれば解決なんじゃ？
そうなると今度は必要な資材を部室から運び出すのは大変だね。ただでさえ時間がないのに。
But,
じゃあどうすればいいんですか？まとめると、ひばり校の中である程度スペースがあり、
is it
なおかつ誰にも見つからない場所が必要。
isn't lookout close to the school?
ますけど、
Isn't the lookout close to the school? I'm pretty sure it is, right?
そんな場所都合よくあるわけないよ。
Hey guys, just a little something before that. They stopped arguing and turned their faces towards me. You really find helping build a planetarium despite us still having finals the rest of the week? Are you seriously asking us that at this point? It's literally written on all three of their faces.
言ったじゃない。私は赤点取る覚悟があるって。
Nice.
私は赤点を取るつもりはありませんが、楽しそうですので参加させてくださいね。
Kusama's like, I don't know what she's talking about, but I'm still gonna help too. Don't know what she's talking about though.
僕は赤点を取るつもりでも自動書記のように腕が勝手に動いて取らせてくれないから問題ないよ。
Okay, must be nice. But thanks, buddy. I think that is a problem in its own
そ
right.
れにテンクルのためだからね。
Nice. My boy. But still, I'll just warn you ahead of time. There's no guarantee our son will really enjoy it even if we do build this planetarium, alright? I might have followed a completely false lead. Our son's wish could very well be something entirely different. True?
それでも可能
That's
性はあるん
kind
だろ
of concerning?
だったらやるしかないじゃないか。
Yeah? I mean, hey, thanks.
できることはすべてやる。やらないで後悔するより、やって後悔した方がずっと建設的ですね。
Agreed.
私は最初から後悔するつもりなんてないよ。
Nice.
だってきっとこのプラネタリウム作りは大切な思い出になるからね。
I mean, hey. Also, those words are devoid of any and all hesitation. Hearing them motivates me as well. You just have to make new memories that will triumph over the memories our son holds so dear. If we do that, we won't have any regrets, even if ultimately our son's wish isn't fulfilled. Guys, I just thought of a perfect place.
どこどこ？
The rooftop? There's more than enough space there, plus there's a slim chance of anyone stumbling upon us there, right? Oh yeah, but it's still school property.
それはそうだね。警備員だって見回りには来ない。
They don't? That's a problem. But alright.
そりゃ出入り口の扉に鍵がかかってるんだから誰も来ないとは思うけど。
That's a really huge problem. Security doesn't check the rooftop, but okay. It's not good security.
私たちも入れませんよね。
The top of the rooftop being off limits, they even locked the door?
そうだよ。
It's still...
こももちゃんが鍵貸してくれないから七夕の日も屋上で天体観測できなかったんだから。
It's still like a security, even if that, just saying. People can pick locks, security, just saying. Come to think of it, I did overhear that exchange. That's weird. I entered the rooftop just fine. Oh yeah, huh? Wait, yeah, what the fuck? All three of them shoot me a puzzled look. Just last night I went up there and met Aoi-san.
どうやって？
She was there too, so either she has a key or she can pick locks. And I'm alright. See, Suzu, please don't hurt me. Well, the door just opened when I pulled. It wasn't locked or anything.
もしかして今は解除されてるのかい？
Or Isuzu has a key or can pick locks.
それはないと思います。姉 さんが許すはずがありませんから。じゃあどういうこと？
There's only one possibility. Aoi-san must have a key to this rooftop. Or again, just saying, the other thing is still possible too.
どうして？
Just saying.
葵さん、生徒会役員なんじゃないですか？それでしたら先生から借りられるはずですから。
She is? I don't think she is. When she and Sakaki talked during the bag searches the other day, it seemed like that was the first time meeting.
葵さん、
Okay.
勝手に鍵を持ち出してるってこと？
それは判断しようがないけど、
I mean,
僕たちにとっては強行かもしれないね。
no, if she has a key, then I'm pretty sure she has it legitimately. Exactly. Rooftop is usually locked, so no one goes there. Not even the security does. After all, there's no need to check the rooftop if it is locked anyway. Yes, there is! If Aoi-san possesses a key for it, we could cleverly use that to our advantage.
一つ問題があるとすれば、屋上を使用する場合は夜に限定されるということだね。
Though, yeah, to be fair, this is Japan. Japan has way less issues of that kind of stuff than America does. How come?
だって日中にプラネタリウムを組み上げたら外から見えてしまうじゃないか。
プラネタリウムの高さから考えて、校庭やグラウンドからは丸見えになってしまいますよね。
土日だって運動部に見つかる可能性がある。顧問の先生に見とがめられたらアウトだろうね。
じゃあ夜に一気に組み上げるしかないってことだね。
Wouldn't that mean it comes down to make or break in one night?
ようちゃん、わかってるじゃない。
That's not good, also. How could you just be so nonchalant about all of this? Woman!
私たちは今日の夜から始めて明日の朝までにプラネタリウムを完成させるからね。
You are insane, woman. How could you just propose that with such a big smile on her face? You're essentially tossing in all of our cards to this massive risky gamble. From now on, we'll be forced to dedicate all of our available time towards its completion. Well, no sleep for us, I guess. Neither would we be able to study, nor would we be able to hand out flyers. Yet even despite all of that, there's still no guarantee we'd even make it in time. However, if this gamble is our one last hope, then all we can do is bank everything we have on it.
私たち点来るなら絶対にできるから。
Are you sure? Our Sulker's vice pres is pulling us along with a smile as radiant as the sun, blowing away all of our worries and anxieties. Alright, let's do it then. Oh, also, the door to the rooftop is usually locked. That being the case, I wait until it was around the same time Aoi-san was there last night and make my way up to the door. It is unlocked. Further towards the back end of the rooftop is Aoi-san gazing up at that night sky, knowing full well it isn't what she wishes to see.
また来たんですね。
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah.
今夜は何の用ですか？
Wanna say hi? There's something I want to inform you about. Is your wish about a planetarium? I'd like you to come up here tomorrow morning, if that's okay by you.
どういうことですか？
There's a little something I'd like to show you.
何ですか？
You have to wait and see for yourself. So, will you?
もしかして昨日の交換条件ですか？
Maybe. Yeah.
私の願いを叶えてくれるんですか？
Depends. Is it about building a planetarium? If everything goes well.
昨日の今日で早くないですか？
I only have 5 days, woman. You could say fortune has given me its favor. I've been blessed with such wonderful friends.
朝なのに私の願いを叶えられると思うんですか？
Probably.
夜じゃなくていいんですか？
Probably.
弱気ですね。
I mean, I'm only working so much here, okay? Well, I won't lie and say it'll work out for sure.
明日の朝何時ですか？
5 a.m. No, I'm just kidding. Early enough so that you'd be the first one to school. That is only option to prevent others from finding us out. Yeah, true.
私が朝に弱いのを知って。
Yeah.
きっと私は寝坊しますよ。
Nice. I wouldn't blame you. We'll have to give up if that happens.
諦められるんですか？
It won't be easy, but I'll do my best. Aris-san's eyes then shift towards the telescope. Which stars have you been looking at tonight?
わかりません。ただ適当に見上げていただけですから。
Aris-san lifts up the telescope in her arms. Going home?
はい。
Pretty early.
天体観測の気分じゃなくなりましたから。
Did I ruin it? Weren't you just aimlessly gazing up at the sky, though?
うざい。
I know. Bye, I love you. Aris-san walks past me and on towards the doorway. Before opening the entrance, she turns around towards me.
何してるんですか?
What do you mean?
早く屋上から出てください。
I'm just standing here. I walk up to Aoi-san.
鍵かけなきゃいけないんですから。
Oh, I see. Want me to carry the telescope for you?
結構です。
Want me to walk you home?
どうせ帰り道は一緒だと思いますけど、結構です。
Kinda curious, but why do you have a key to the rooftop?
あなたには関係ありません。
Darn it, so close. Come back. Saying nothing further, she goes on her way, descending the hill. For a moment, I considered going back to the school building, but then I chased after her. I couldn't have her walk home alone at night.
結局ついてきた。
I mean, you said it yourself. We live right next to each other, so I mean, why not? Would you rather I not? Like, I would go here anyway. We were leaving at the same time.
迷惑です。
But my house is right here. I almost makes me want to cry and lose heart when you give me such a blunt reply like that.
遠慮せずにめげてください。
Alright, thanks. Well, can't do that even if I wanted to.
なぜですか?
If Chinami won't give up, there's no way I, as the older brother, can just throw in the towel, right? Yeah. I'll be happy if you could remember what I told you and come to the rooftop tomorrow.
行きませんから。
Please. Aris-san passes through the front gate and disappears into her house. Alright. Gotta hurry back to school. Oh yeah, I've got shit to do. Oh, that's right, fuck. Aris-san locked the rooftop door. However, it should be open now. Since we don't have a key, there's nothing we can do about it if we approach from outside the rooftop. But on the other side of the door, you can open it easily by just turning the knob. Nice. Hello, Asaho. Sorry it took a while. Yes, I did. Well, yeah. While Aoi-san was in the middle of stargazing, I had entered the rooftop, but unbeknownst to her, Asa had also come along. She then immediately hid herself around the corner as I approached Aoi-san with an air of nonchalance so she wouldn't suspect anything. Nice. When Aoi-san and I left the rooftop soon after, Asa remained up there. That was why, though Aoi locked the door, I could get back up here. All it took was for Asa to open the door for me.
Aoi-sanの持ってた望遠鏡、屈折式だったね。口径は6センチくらいかな。ちょっと年季入ってる感じだった。
Meaning she's been using it for a long time already, huh?
多分ね。でも鏡頭は綺麗だったし、丁寧に扱ってるんだと思う。
Huh.
葵さん、望遠鏡を大切にしてるんだと思う。
Really makes you want to have her join the Astro Circle all the more.
そうだね。もし入ってくれたら、キャリングケースをプレゼントしようかな。葵さん、望遠鏡をむき出しのまま運んでたから。 間違って傷つけちゃうといけないし。
If the Astro Circle becomes an official club, we'll get club funds. We may then be able to allot some of those towards that.
うん。そのためにも気合い入れてプラネタリウム作るぞ。
Aso's loud voice is soaked up by the clear night sky. Where are the others? What?
携帯で連絡したよ。小雨ちゃんも岡泉先輩もすぐ来るって。
My bad. We did all the preparation we could in the club room until closing time and left temporarily. Our plan was to then wait for the arrival of nightfall and meet up on the rooftop. Before we get started on anything else though, we have to carry the materials we readied in the club room up here. Early in the afternoon, we went to the supermarkets located in the shopping district, gathering up some cardboard boxes that ought to be used to form the planetarium's dome. Alright, Aso, can you check the sound just for me just to be on the safe side? Also places a hand behind her ear and closes her eyes.
聞こえない。キーンキーンは聞こえないよ。雨は絶対降らないよ。
Alright. Good to know. Thank you also for your rain powers. Oh, hello? We're getting Aoi perspective? Mine are out? Aoi sees her sits facing towards her desk. Several cards can be seen placed atop it. She then proceeds to place cards further on top of those already there. Start divination through tarot cards, utilizing the 12 zodiacal constellations. However, it is neither love, luck, health, nor academic success that she aims to gain knowledge of. What she divines is her own self. Through this star divination, she seeks out a self-fulfilling prophecy. One who hears a fortune of this nature will then go out and act in accordance with that fortune, as if fulfilling it through their own action. That is what self-fulfilling prophecies are. Isuzu is placing her hopes in that. But simply, it is a form of auto-suggestion. She continues to divine until she draws the result she desires, and upon receiving it, then she stops. Through that, she gains a feeling of satisfaction. From the start, she has never sought any further meaning out of the divination than that. Fervently believing that her wish will someday come true. Seeking its fruition through the means of a self-fulfilling prophecy. With hope of a near resemblance or resonation concealed within her heart. Isuzu then puts the tarot cards away. Doing star divination does nothing to distract her mind from those two siblings. They invade her thoughts no matter what she does. Lol. Kogasaka You and Kogasaka Chinami. The upperclassman boy and his younger sister in her grade level that had moved here. Will they talk to me again tomorrow? She asked herself. When Chinami saw him approach me without look free of all worry, sprinkling her liveliness that reaches exasperating levels. Well, Yo-san set up one of those trifling chats with me that almost personified peace in itself while wearing a wry smile on his face all the while in response to his sister. All of the people around her had never thought to approach someone like her, so meek and taciturn, but they dare to do so with obstinacy even. Is it normal for her peers to simply ignore her, but they do not? She can only wonder what they see in her which makes them so persistent in their efforts. She can only, okay. Why would anyone ever want to be her friend in the first place? Oh, I see. I had a feeling she was feeling this way. Like, I had a feeling that she was... That was her mental state. Oh. Poor Isuzu. Isuzu stares at the telescope placed at the side of the room. He told her to come to the rooftop early tomorrow morning. What? This little eyeball thing with a little top hat in the wing. It's like some sort of Halloween decoration. Huh, interesting. If he intends to fulfill a wish there, as he says, then what awaits her upon going there should be a sky full of stars. But what stars will it even see during the daytime? She could only wonder. Isuzu's not too terribly knowledgeable with regards to astronomy. But it isn't because she holds an interest in astronomy that she looks for her telescope, but merely because there's a specific starry sky that she loves. Because that sky symbolizes memories of her past. Because Isuzu merely wishes to cherish and indulge in those sweet memories. Aww, Isuzu. Which is why when the science center closed down and she learned that she would no longer be able to see that starry sky from her memories anymore, Isuzu sunk into depression. Aww. And not being anyone else's fault, but not her own either, only served to make it all the more worse. Isuzu isolated herself from her surroundings. She rejected everything and everyone with the exception of her family, which composes part of her memories together of that starry sky. She never was much of a social person to begin with, so from a pure appearances perspective, there might not have been any change, but it made a clear manifestation when someone would actually make an effort to talk to her. He would snap at them. Just die, you're annoying, leave me alone. Words heartless enough to make one cry. Most people never think to approach her again after being treated so nastily. Except Yo and Chinami, of course. However, both Yo and Chinami still made an effort to be her friends despite whatever she would say. It is truly commendable that they can manage to be so thick-skinned. Though Isuzu herself can't help but lament that fact. Isuzu's hand is gripping the key to the rooftop. On the day the science center shut down, the director gave it to her, along with that telescope. Both the key and the telescope are things she holds very dear to her. Because it was told her that the starry sky of her memories would be available to her if she but used them. Despite the impossibility of it, the starry sky she wishes to see is different from that of the one here in Hibarigasaki. So for her to be able to see it here would be plainly and simply impossible. Why did the director say to her those words? Okay, so the director of the science club is one who said that. Okay, got it. Isuzu still has yet to find an answer to that question. Yeah, she was a she was talking about. Dang, Isuzu. Yeah, like I said though, I had a sinking feeling she was like pushing away people on purpose like that for a reason that was pretty much like that. So yeah, that's actually really sad and depressing. Poor Isuzu. But yeah, so I'm not sure if we're on a route now or not, because we got Isuzu perspective. Usually that means we're on a route, but if it is, usually you get some sort of signal that's just kind of happened. Like it just transitioned right into it. Like we got that scene, so I'm gonna have to check to make sure if I am in art, so I can label it right. But yeah, we're trying to get Isuzu into the Astral Circle. We made this deal for it. That's also why it's because like we haven't got. I figured the common art would end like if once we actually have enough members for the Astral Circle, but we still don't. So, but yeah, so we're trying to get Isuzu into the Astral Circle. We made this deal for her, and now we're going to build a planetarium. So yeah, and we might have done it yet because next day. I'm not sure because it's not talking about it yet. But yeah, we got it. Also, good old Kasame, good old Okizume Senpai as well, all on board. So that's awesome. My girls are on board. Nice. Oh yeah, freaking Chinami was awesome too. She told us about some stuff that she heard about Isuzu's past too, just for free, even though we're gonna buy her a camera. That was awesome. Saying we're gonna sleep her phone around anyway, so you know. Anyway, yeah, so possibly Isuzu route, not sure yet, but yeah, either way, hopefully we can make Isuzu at least a little bit happier now, since Yo and Chinami don't give up being her friend. That's awesome. And really sweet actually.